welcome back to NASCAR Heat 25. This is not Heat 25. Welcome back to NASCAR 25 career mode. Today we're going to Bristol. It's still the playoffs for the trucks. We can look at what's going on in the playoffs for the trucks actually real quick, and then we'll work on our truck here. Kyle Larson won last time out at Darlington. It's 8 is the next round. I was questioning that last episode. Larson won last time out at Darlington, so he is advanced to the round of 8 already. We had a very unfortunate mechanical failure towards the end of the race after having a pretty sloppy beginning of the race. We were starting to get it, and then I hit the wrong buttons on my wheel. So, well done me. Heim, Riggs, Busch, Chastain, Majeski, Smith, and Ruggiero are all above the cut line right now. Mills and Dowsett, two playoff drivers that we were ahead of at some point in that last race. Both behind the line. Or below the cut line. Whatever, however you want to say it. Oh, another radio show wants to talk to us? A small independent radio station is thinking about adding a race segment to their sports show and would love to have you as a regular guest. On the other hand, you might want to sit in on a few of the mechanics meetings. It's good to know what work is being done on the truck, and it'll show that you're a part of the team. I don't know about you, but the trade-off of 17 work points for 2,000 reputation points seems like a no-brainer to me. What is 17 work points going to get for me? The station says your radio segments are a hit with the fans. Way to go. I'm a radio star, guys. Alright. New sponsors interested. We need a top 7 at Bristol. Our truck sponsors kind of jumped ahead of where we were in the goodness of the truck. So, we may be screwed in that regard. I don't know. Let's not do this yet. We gotta fix up our truck for this time. We'll be level 4 today. Only takes 9 work points. We could have done that twice. Well, we couldn't have done that twice with the points that we would have gotten if we didn't go talk to the radio guys. Holy shit, it takes 224 work points to rebuild one of these parts. My god. That's insane. How do you even get 224 work points? Do I get that in a week? What is going on? Alright, we should be able to get a win over here at Bristol in the ARCA, which is which is good because we're still way behind Sawalich. And, we've dropped all the way to 7th with a couple bad... We had 10th at Richmond, that was pretty good, 9th at the Glen, but a 16th at Iowa and a 34th at Lucas Oil really, destroyed us there. So, not many people worse than us at Lucas Oil. That's rough. But we do have Bristol, Kansas, another track that we're pretty good at. Where did we finish earlier in the season at Kansas? 6th. So, if we can kind of rally here with the Bristol, Kansas, Martinsville we should do pretty good at. Phoenix I'm usually pretty good at. So we can have a good finish to the season. If we get our shit together. If I get my shit together, really. Oh, can I not... no, change. Can I not fully fix up the car today? I did that much damage to it last time? My god. Look at that. Well, let's just buy a new suspension then. It's pretty... Is it? Yeah, it's the lowest. Now I'm just throwing money at my problems. We're gonna run out of money here in a minute. I need to go sell some parts, actually. So let me do that real quick, and then we will go to the race. Alright. We got a little bit more money. We're up to 57,000 again. This should be a good weekend for money, though. If we can get a win, we can get a good finish in the trucks. I think we can jump back up. We're actually getting very close to our Xfinity rep level as well. Especially with the last couple radio shows we've done that's given us a lot of rep. So... It's going to be a double today, but I think it'll be a quick one because we're going to make quick work of this ARCA field. Alright, welcome to Bristol. Here's what's happened since you've last seen me 2 seconds ago. This is an entirely different day for me. I came to the track. I skipped practice, because who needs practice? We're fast here. We know that at Bristol for ARCA. So I skipped practice. I qualified. We did pretty well. I think we qualified 5th or 6th, somewhere in there. It was a good race. Fought our way to the front. It wasn't an absolute shellacking, but we got out to 5, maybe 6 seconds out in front. We had to come down to the pits. I spent my 10 laps or so trying to figure out which pit side to come down, back straight or front straight. I eventually decided there's a cone on the back straight, so that's probably where I pit. That has to be it. Turns out not correct. So I ended up dropping back through the field a little bit. We raced our way back as far as we could. There was a late caution. We ended up finishing 5th in the ARCA race, which, if you're looking at the screen right now, could be confusing. And I'll tell you why it happened this way in a second. Now, it was a frustrating end, as William Sawalich spent most of the day around 5th place and ended up finishing 6th, right behind us, in a weekend where we could have grabbed a bunch of points on a guy that we're chasing for a championship. We ended up finishing 1 spot ahead of him. I then jumped over to the truck side. It was not a great beginning of the truck weekend, but we got into the race. I was ripping around the track, and all of a sudden, because this truck season is cursed, after losing audio at Watkins Glen, after losing the wheel at Darlington, the game just gave up. It just stopped working. It turned off. And none of the racing that I did was saved. So I have an hour of recording that I have to redo now. So, we're not going to practice for ARCA, but we are going to qualify. I got 100 laps of practice, so hopefully we qualify pretty good. Let's go see.
The engines are fired up and the fight for the pole is on.
All right, let's go.
This ARCA field may be in trouble because I now know where to pit.
Okay, show us that clean lap we've been working for. You got this.
Oh. Here we go out for our qualifying lap.
Lock in now, this one counts. All right, keep pushing here.
Good start with a 15.7. I think that should be good enough for pole, but we'll rip another one, see if we can't improve just a little bit more.
Top spot.
We did not. We did get pole.
Driver, you're the best, buddy.
Here we go. So already better than the last time I did this. But 100 laps of practice does help in that. So Wallace will be second. Queen, Scott, Finch, Robusto, Van Alst, Rife, Kitzmiller, and Tinkle will round out your top 10. We really need so Wallace to have another not perfect race. So that's what we're hoping for once we get to the race. But first, I'm going to go practice in the trucks again. Because like I said last time, we were not very good. So I'm going to try real quick to find some sort of improvement. And then we will qualify and get racing here. Alright, we are 32nd right now. Ahead of Benning, Costner, Malozzi, and Greenfield. Lane Riggs at the top. Ahead of Larson, Bush, Caruth, Heim, Smith, Hemrick, Chastain, Ankrum, and Majeski. We'll see as the race rolls in if we run into any playoff drivers. Their names will be yellow on the timing pylon leaderboard thing. But let's go qualify. My hopes aren't high. The truck is a little looser than I'd like it to be, but I think if I tighten it up anymore, we're just going to be horrendously slow. So we're just going to try and hold on to it. I believe I had forgotten until I went out for that practice session. I believe last time I did this qualifying, before the game broke, I spun out and we did not set a time. So that is where we're at right now. But have yet to spin out this time. We've put up a pretty decent lap, actually. Oh, there goes the back end a little bit. Held on to it. Get off the 4 here. A little bit slower that second time. 25th. So not too bad. We've actually found a little bit of pace from last time. Riggs back on pole. I believe he's in the playoffs, but I'm not positive. Larson, Heim, Bush, Chastain, Smith, Ankrum, Hemrick, Caruth, and Majeski are your top 10 in qualifying. Let's go ARCA racing yet again. The goal for this race is that you don't see much of it. It's 100 laps. Ideally, we stay out in front and we just open the gap, and Sawalich goes the other way. We'll see. Green flag in the air. Sawalich gets a little bit better start than we do. As I wrap the bottom here, touch the apron a little bit. That doesn't help anyway. Oh, Scott, I didn't think you were coming down that low, bud. Sorry. This is all okay right now. They can prance away for a second. I'm gonna get up to speed here, and then they'll be done. I'll go right back by them. 3 wide on the exit on the corner there. Little bump from Finch. Finch is through. I need one of you guys to go past Sawalich, please. I need him not to finish second today. Ideally, he finishes like 10th, but I don't know that that's going to happen. There we go. Now we're starting to get into it. It also really helps once they get to lap traffic. That's where I'll probably take the lead and then stomp away from them, because they're just not as good through traffic as I am. So Sawalich getting held up a little bit by Scott there. I had to kind of dive down to not run into the back of him. Go up the inside on Sawalich, maybe a little tap. So I slid up coming off the corner. And we're through on the 18 for the moment. Trying to run down the 25 here. Get to the lead. Ooh, he's in the wall. Big wiggle from Finch off the corner there. Ideally now Queen is going to drive up and get past Sawalich as well. And then I go to the lead and we get a bunch of points on the championship leader. In the first race, Queen was the winner, which not as good for me either because Queen is also still ahead of me. So I don't need to lose points to anybody ahead of me. Had the lead there for just a second as we fight with Scott out here in the front. So Sawalich trying to follow us through. In the lead, back out of the lead, back in the lead. It's a tight battle right now.
Great job. You got the lead. Clear high if you want it. Car outside.
Ooh, he's going to put his nose in there. I didn't slide up quite fast enough to cut that spot off, but now I got it.
Inside door.
Here comes Sawalich up the inside.
One inside. Clear low. One bottom. Clear bottom.
See, once we get to this lap traffic up ahead here, we should be able to pull out a bit of a gap. We'll go Kyle Larson style, try to put seconds on the field here, Bristol. I think I say that every time we're here at Bristol, but it's true. That's what we're trying to do. Here comes Queen to take the second spot away from Sawalage. They'll battle side by side behind us. Already 15 laps gone in this race. Just 100 laps to get all the way to the end. It'll go by quick, especially for ripping laps like this. Alright, Finch and Scott, I need you to get back to Sawalage now and put him under some pressure. Need as many points as I can on the guy. I think the last time we won at Dover, we only got like 9 points or something on him, so we need more than that. Here we go into lap traffic, Hunter right, the first one we're going to go by. About a half second up on Queen at the moment. Now, I won't be perfect through lap traffic either. There will be instances where I get held up as well and they close back in on me. But as long as I have less of those than they do, we'll still be moving forward. For example, this too wide is not super conducive for me pulling away. But we will get by. You can see their Queen getting by a little bit quicker. Closing in. There he is all over our back bumper now. Not ideal. Luckily, we're over a second to the rest of the field, so we just got to worry about Queen for the moment. Also got to be careful. Don't want to get caught up in a wreck. Any amount of damage is going to throw us back in the field, and then we got to fight our way through the field again. While these guys that don't get damaged, or even the guys that do get damaged, who just shrug it off like it's nothing, get to run out here in the front and enjoy the open air. Rife and Van Alst coming up through the field right now. Scott and Finch no longer in that top 5. Pull up behind Core and Club. We'll try and split them here. Ooh, Club. They both kind of got into me. They're going into the corner. Ended up in the door of Club. Almost to a second on Queen. Once we get there, I'll be more relaxed and I could kind of just chill and roll around here. There we go. 1.2 on Queen now. So I'm just going to rotate around here for a little while at Bristol. I think around 60, 65 is where we come into pit. And then we'll go from there. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, lap 50 update here. We're 4 seconds up on Sawalage, who's now in second place. Queen's dropped back almost 7 now, and then it's much further back to Finch, who's back in the top 5, and Robusto, who's found her way into the top 5 as well. Our tire warnings come on. We'll probably be... Oh boy, there's a wall there. We'll probably be pitting here in... Well, we've got 19 laps of fuel, but the front right's not feeling great. Up the inside here, a couple cars. Wallace Allen being one of them. We'll see. I'm really hoping those guys behind can catch back up to Sawalage and get us some more points. But right now, as long as we come in on the right pit lane, I think we're right where we need to be. It is that pit lane that we just passed that we need to come in on. Down the front straight here. I guess we'll probably run it pretty close to fuel unless the tire's really looking bad. Because we don't want to come in early and then have a caution come out and trap us a lap down. That would be bad. If we start seeing a bunch of people drop down, we can come in then, because it'll be a little safer. But as long as that tire is not gone, we're just going to keep rotating out here. This is a little bit of a wad here we've run into. We'll just keep going around, though. Ooh, opened up a big hole in the middle for me. Thank you. It's going to close up a little bit here. Whoa, hello. See how we're looking back to Sawalage now. 4.8. Really gonna need Queen to close that like 2.5 seconds up between them. Figure something out here. Maybe through the pit stops it'll happen. Alright, well I'm gonna keep going. I will see you for pit stops. Here's 13th, we're about to put a lap down. Alright, they're suggesting I pit. We're gonna do such a thing. Don't need repairs. Car feels good. 4 tires. And we are, I think, coming up to the corners where I gotta slow down and come into the pits. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna follow Scott in as well. Decent entry there for us. Alright, exiting right on the back of Scott again. We'll try and stay off the track until we get to the straight here so we don't get run over. And then we're going to see... We've come out in 12th. But looks like everybody else is coming down to pit here, so we should be in a good spot. So Wallach coming down right now, it sounds like. Get our lap back to him. Oh, Sawalage also up in smoke on the pits. What was that? Was that Sawalage? I don't know. Tinkle will take over the lead now. We are back up to 4th. I think Tinkle came down, so more smoke on the pit lane. I'm in the lead. Hopefully Sawalage did go up and smoke on the pit lane and we get a bunch on him. We see Queen 6 seconds behind us right now. Finch is 8. I don't see Sawalage on that list. Robusto and Rife, so something might have happened to Sawalage in the pits. I'm just trying to go now. We kind of kept our lead that we had. We're just under 30 laps to go, so as long as we can keep it clean, hopefully no cautions come out, we should be in a good spot to take this thing down and maybe even gain quite a few points on Sawalage as we see him not on that leaderboard anymore. All right. My wheel just disconnected again. I don't know why. I'm gonna come down and fix damage. Oh boy, I hope this isn't a thing that's gonna happen now. I at least knew what happened this time. Why did that happen? I need this wheel to hold on for me. We'll restart 9th. Damn it. The gremlins are getting us. That's going to give Sawalch a chance to get back to the lead. He was running, I think, 6th that whole time. I don't know why my wheel keeps disconnecting, which is very annoying.
Car outside. Outside door. 3 wide. Outside. 3
Just
wide.
can't have any good luck. It's not allowed. We were cruising to a win. Now we got to go past some people.
Outside door.
Put my nose up the inside. Rife's not having any of it. Okay, well,
They're outside.
there it goes again.
Pit road is open.
Why?
Ready now. Go, go, go. Going low. One inside. Clear low. Inside door. Car outside. Clear inside. Outside. 3 wide. Car outside.
Alright, we've
10 to go this time.
had wheel issues twice. We're still in this thing. We've restarted again.
They're outside.
But unfortunately, all of my wheel issues have
Clear high if you want it.
given Sawalch the lead, which is not what we wanted. I'm going to try and drive back up here and pass him for the win. But, oh, he's in the wall. But instead of him being 6th, he might get 2nd. We're on fresher tires, and we've gone down to the pits a couple times to fix damage, so we should be faster, I think. If I can get by the 2 wide, I'm kind of boxed in here.
3 wide.
I'm hoping the wheel holds on now. I've done some mechanical things to help it, hopefully. Mechanical things. I've turned it off, turned it back on, tightened everything down. Hopefully
3 wide.
that was the issue. So I'll just drop to 4th now. That's good. See if we can get by Queen and win this thing.
Clear high. Outside now.
Go all the way to the bottom, touch the apron a little bit.
Clear all there. 5 to go now.
So Wallace looking up the inside.
Great job. You got the lead.
There's the lead for a second. But on a run back to the line, I think Queen will beat us. So we got to get ahead and stay there. Here comes Sawalch up the inside. Trying to get back to 2nd. I think he's going to do it. That's unfortunate. Here we come to the white flag, or 2 to go actually, sorry. Miscounted. So Wallach still in 2nd. I'm up into the wall a little bit.
White flag right here.
White flag in the air. So we come back around. So Wallach in 2nd will be in the lead. It's another win for us, but unfortunately, due to some
Amazing win.
more mechanical failures, our bad luck season continues here at the end. A win, but Sawalch gets a bunch of points. And hopefully the wheel's fine now, because we got to go run a truck race. This race has been cursed. Fully cursed. Oh, Robusto got Sawalch right at the end. Look at that. Thanks, Isabella. That's helpful. It'll be ourselves, Robusto, Sawalch, Queen, Van All, Scott, Finch, Rife, Kitzmiller, and Jankowiak. The top 10 here. Pick up 22.68 on the rep. That, I think, gets us very close to getting an Xfinity ride for next season. Austin Queener wins the Bush's Beans 200, leaving 3 races remaining in the season. William Sawalch leads the standings, but drivers like Austin Queener are not totally out. Biggest challenge this time. Will Queener be able to close a 130-point deficit with only a few races remaining? Still don't think it's going to happen, but we're a little closer now. Alright, truck time. Will the wheel hold on? That's the question. 125 laps here for the truck race. 3 stages. Where will we end up? I think, if I remember correctly, it's been a long time now. We might be able to get a... Is this where we can get a sponsor with the top 7, or was that a different race? I don't remember now. Whoa! Yeah, we gotta fight the loose here. Lane Riggs is a playoff contender. We see his name in yellow there at the top of the leaderboard. Comes a 22 up the inside. I think this is going to be a race of just taking the pain at this point. Oh, we've hooked the 22. We're giving the pain at the moment. Whoops. I got a little loose and slid down just a bit, and he was just in the exact wrong spot. Alright, try this again.
Coming to the green. Be ready now. Green, green, green. Inside. Car inside.
Oops.
Clear bottom.
Stage 1, by the way, 32 laps. Oh, there's a wall. Made sure I didn't spin Greenfield that time.
Clear inside.
May have to tighten it up for stage 2. It's a little dangerous off the corner. There was me trying not to turn the wheel, so I didn't get loose and then hitting the wall. Larson out in front now. That was our fastest lap. I think it's a little bit better high, so I'm going to try and stay up at the top. Oh, God. I'm dying. I'm choking on my words. I'm going to try and stay up at the top. Oh, Malazzi's not going to give me much room, though. It's dangerous, guys. Ooh, big slide off that corner. Oh my God, this thing might be undrivable. We're gonna go to the back here. Not intentionally, just... It's so loose. I'm too scared to do anything. Now we're hitting walls. 20 to go. There's a wall.
Clear all around.
I was hoping it'd get better as the run went on, but I don't think it is. At least not yet. Whoa! Big slide there. Had to jump on the brake just a little bit to keep it from going all the way around. Yeah, this thing's wicked right now. I think we'll tighten it up. We'll just have to brake maybe a little bit more into the corner to get it to not go up into the wall, and then we'll see if we don't gain a little confidence and can't go forward once we snug this thing up. Alright, here comes the lap cars to put us down here. That's Larson behind us, and Riggs right on him. The truck actually is getting better towards the end of this stage, but not enough. I don't think we're... Oh boy, don't hit Riggs. We are going to have to do something about it, because in traffic I can't drive. Like we saw there. I'm too scared to spin down and hit somebody, so I'm just in the wall the whole time. It is just a handful. I am just holding on for dear life at this point. Wrecking damn loose, guys. This sucks. Whoa. And they just drive you so close up to the wall that any loose I get, I just like steer straight into the wall because I don't want to take somebody out. Like if I could stay up here, it's okay. Oh boy, not like that.
One low.
Alright. I don't know if anybody else is pitting, but I sure as hell am.
Pit road is open.
Coster's gonna come in.
Okay with this?
Maybe he's struggling as well. No repairs needed, surprisingly.
Fellas, here we come.
Hopefully, with new tires, we'll be able to drive our way
Pace car's off.
up to... Oh, we are the free pass right now. Okay.
10
We'll
away.
be able to stay here, hopefully, with new tires. Although the other guy
Green flag.
down here also has new tires. And has already passed me.
Clear inside.
Kyle Busch to the lead now. Decent start. Maybe feels better. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm not really ripping laps yet. So,
3 wide.
look up the inside of Costner. That's who we're fighting for the free pass right now.
3 wide. 1 up high.
Although by the end of this stage, I'm sideways. By the end of this stage, it's probably not going to be him anymore. So, a caution would be nice. I just don't want to be the one that brings it out.
Now. Clear up top.
I think if I'm careful, we're fine now with the balance. I just have to be very careful.
Stay high.
Yeah, it's still so loose somehow. I tightened it up so much and it's still sliding.
Clear outside. Clear low. Power high.
I'm scared to go to the bottom.
Outside now.
But I gotta chase Costner down. So, we're gonna do it.
Clear up top.
Starting to get the hang of this here in the truck. At least there's another stage break to regroup, and then we'll see how far up we can drive.
Clear high if you want
We're
it.
probably going to need some good luck, though. Larson and Heim fighting for the win right now. We got back by Costner there.
Car outside. 1 high. 3 wide.
3 wide off the corner. That's scary.
Up high. 3 wide. One outside.
There we go, cleared him. Oh, we get our first little look at a playoff driver today. Dows it there in 25th. Don't think he's going to be a playoff driver much longer. Sorry, bud. Now, unfortunately, we're in a position here where once they do catch the back of the pack, it's going to move that free pass position away from us. So the only way to get the free pass right now would be to drive all the way around the track and start passing those cars that they're going to put another lap down. So every car they put a lap down is another spot I'll be able to get at the beginning of next stage, but if I want that free pass, I'm going to have to go basically lap those cars.
20 to go now. Car outside. 3 wide.
Oh, there's Matt Mills, also a playoff driver. Last year's champ, I believe.
3 wide. Clear high if you want it. One high.
Up the inside of wood here, slide a bit. Is this still Costner all over me? What is this guy doing? Get out of here.
They're up top.
We're battling.
3 wide. 1 outside.
Oh, Dawson Sutton on the inside of us spins, or the outside of us spins out. We had, oh, they just got Benning. They just got Benning to give him the free pass spot. He's pitting. I'm not going to then, because that should mean I get the wave around. I think. Yes. All right, everybody back on the lead lap. Straight fight now.
Be ready now. Green.
Here we go, back to the restart. We can pass people for position now. Yay!
Clear high.
Costner also stayed out to get that wave around. See if the two of us can move up. Everybody in front of us will have fresher tires, so that's not helpful. Whoa, big slide. If I exit low, you gotta put more wheel into it, the truck will spin. Which is great for making passes when somebody's on the top side.
5 to go this time.
See if we can beat Costner back to the end of stage 2. Squeeze him up a little bit. Not gonna get him there.
Hold your line. 2 to go. One inside. Clear inside. White flag, bring it home now. 1 on the bottom.
Alright, this is the last lap. Costa trying to make the move back so he doesn't finish dead last, but he will take that. We finished second to last for stage 2 here. I don't remember. We might have been dead last for stage 1, so yeah. We will come down and pit.
Look good to you, driver.
Costner will as well. I don't know if I should. I'll tighten it up just a little bit more.
Get a nice smooth
It's a
stop.
long run, so we'll see what happens over the run. Well, it might be a long run. We'll see what kind of cautions come out. How many laps is it?
Be ready.
Somewhere in the range of 70 something, maybe? Tough run through the gears there. 60 laps. 60 laps for the end here. I think our goal is to just drive up into the top 30 at this point. I mean, we haven't been very fast all day, so
Outside door.
run all the laps and drive up into the top 30. I think is the goal right now. Don't lose the wheel again.
Stay low.
Should knock on wood because I'm challenging the wheel at this point to brake.
Clear outside. Car outside. Clear top. 1 up high.
Still looking up the inside here of Costner. If we can get it done, we got Benning up next.
Clear outside. 1 up high. All clear. Car outside. They're all
Ooh,
clear.
a little side-by-side contact with Costner. We're all good.
Stay low.
Should be able to run slightly lower on the track if I can get down there, because I won't slide as much coming off the corner. That might be helpful to get this pass done here. Not exactly our fastest spot on the
Car high.
track though, low here. Kind of hindering our passing ability, I think, a little bit. We'll get by Costner at this point though. Benning up next. Chandler Smith having a rough race. All the way back here in 33rd. Playoff driver, doesn't want to see that. Well, Dowsett and Mills going to gain points on him here.
Clear high if you want it.
As he makes his way up a little further.
Inside now.
A little more contact with Benning, trying to get this move done. Boy, should we be racing much higher in the field. Here comes Costner up the inside. We're just getting swamped. Oh, we're getting ping pong too. Great. Can't pass Norm Benning.
Stay low.
Just can't do it. Oh, there we go. We finally get the pass down on the 6. Ross Chastain out front. We gotta try and go so they don't put us a lap down, just in case some caution shenanigans happen later. Definitely a little bit faster on the top here. Try and catch back up to Costner here and make a move. Smith has found his way through a couple more trucks. He's on his way up through the field. The walls aren't going to help because here comes Benning after us. Boy, this is pitiful, huh? We're running 35th and about to get passed for not last. And it's going to take us another 20 laps to get back by Benning. So I drive up the inside. Not going to have the drive off, so he's going to stay side by side with us for the next 10 laps or so.
Stay low.
Turn. Starting to get tight. Maybe tightened it up too much. There we go. Get back by Benning. At least we know we have the speed to run 35th. See if we can get Costner now. Really like to get away from the 6 so that I don't constantly have to see a truck in my mirror. Although about the time I get away from him, we'll probably see the leaders here. There's Larson behind us. He's going to look up the inside here on the next corner. I'm not going to fight that too hard. I'm just going to drive my line, let him go by. Kyle Busch also up here going through. Lane Riggs now as well in 3rd. He's just going to follow us, so that's detrimental to his race. Gotta go by me, bud. I can't go any faster. Busch to the lead now. Closing back in on Costner. Might be seeing some of our long run pace come into play now. This is Chastain next up behind us. Oh, smoke up ahead. Somebody in the wall. Couldn't tell who that was. Maybe Alexander, who was on the lead lap. The 5 gonna get the free pass. Do I want to change something up? I mean, we might as well. Put 4 tires on. We'll at least be able to drive up to that free pass position. And then we just hope there's another caution. I mean, we literally lost like 1 spot coming into pits, so no reason not to at that point. I loosened it back up because it just got really tight there. We don't have as long of a run left, so basically halfway through the final stage. We're going to try and drive all the way around and start lapping some guys that are ahead of us.
One outside. They're outside. Car outside. They're high. One high.
Got the inside of Coster here. Once we get by him, we'll officially be in the free pass position if a caution does come out. There we go. A little sideways, but we'll get it done, I think. Oh, maybe.
Still there. They're high if you want it. Car high.
Yeah, now we're officially in front of him. Now we just gotta drive past all these trucks, drive back around, and then find Tony and Jason.
One outside. Outside door.
And then we can get into the top 30. So, I mean, just that simple.
Car outside.
Alright, we're up behind Friesen now, who's in 17th. We're making our way up through the field kind of nice. I don't know that we're actually going to be able to go get these guys in the back and get a top 30, but it's the goal at this point. I mean, the truck's driving decent finally.
All around.
So, and by the end of the race, we should kind of start getting that point where the truck is driving really good. That long run pace that we kind of had right for the last few laps should be there. So, I mean, if the caution comes out, we might be in a good spot. If not, there's an outside chance we get one or two more spots if we're really fast and I hit all these corners really well. But for now, now Riggs in the lead. It's going back and forth. I don't know who's going to win this one. Definitely not us, though.
10 to go.
Alright, officially 10 to go. It's looking like it's going to be very hard to get any spots at this point. We'll see. Those trucks we're chasing are on much worse tires than we have, but it's a long way to go to get them. They're basically, I mean, probably half a lap ahead of me. So 10 laps to get half a lap back is going to be tough.
One bottom. They're low. They're inside. Car inside.
Especially running into trucks like this in a little wide. They're kind of, weirdly to say, holding me up.
They're bottom. They're low if you want it. Car outside.
I mean, it feels good to race people, though. Spent most of this race not doing that. It'll be nice next season to know, like, we've already done all this and we've figured some stuff out. So we can kind of fight a little harder, I think, for better finishes. Ooh, Majeski's just going to slam us for some reason.
5 to go. Stay low.
5 to go. Still got just under a half a lap to go to the next car for position. I guess unless I get to Riggs, then it'd be 6 to go, but not gonna happen. It's one of those red cars up there is who we're trying to get to. I don't know which one. Not the one right there for sure. There's a couple more up ahead in the next corner.
One up high.
It's one of those trucks, but I don't think we're getting there. We're gonna battle Caruth hard here, though.
Stay low.
Caruth with the top 10 right now. I think he's gonna finish there.
They're outside. White flag.
White flag. We've driven our way into the top 10, which is nice, but not gonna be enough.
Car outside.
32nd is where we will finish.
Stay low. Don't worry about that one. We'll get him next time.
But the wheel held on for a whole race, so that's good. Knocking on wood. Dean Riggs ends up getting the win from Larson, Heim, Hemrick, Bush, Sabanth, Rhodes, Chastain, Ankrum, and Caruth. I believe that means Larson and Riggs are now the two drivers locked into the next round of the playoffs. 417 rep, that seems right about where we should be. After the first race of the round of 10, I think that was the second race. After the first race of the round of 10, Corey Heim is leading the pack, while Jack Wood is holding up the rear. With only 2 races remaining, things will surely get desperate as the drivers who are on the bubble will be fighting hard to advance into the round of 8. Is Jack Wood in the playoffs? I think everything that they just said was wrong. Jack Wood, first race of the round of 10. I'm confused. $26,900 for the ARCA win. We've got 7 points on Sawalich. And 6,000 for the truck, whatever that was. Okay, for the ARCA car, the truck, oh, they do wear out. I don't know what the hell's going on. Truck parts do wear out, y'all. Alright, next time out, we're going to New Hampshire. Truck only. Not my best track. But, we'll see what we can do. Thanks for watching this episode that took me, I think, 4 or 5 recordings now to do. Hopefully we are knocking on wood again without many more wheel issues going forward. We'll see. Thanks for watching again. Don't forget to like and subscribe for... if you like, I think the wheel will be fine. If you don't, we're screwed. See you next time. Goodbye.